Good evening and welcome to the 2024 IPF World Junior Powerlifting Championships here in St. Paul's Bay, Malta. I'm Amelia Potter, joined by German coach Hendrik Becker. Hello.
Hello, Amelia. Lovely to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. It's going to be a really exciting session.
Oh, I was looking very, very much forward to this when I saw the list of participants. So sadly we had one dropout, but the rest is still very amazing.
Yeah, and it was a big one as well. A-grps dropped out just yesterday. She announced she wasn't coming, but the 63-kilo junior woman will still have a big fight on our hands, especially for those silver and bronze positions.
Yeah, it seems that Alba Boström is the clear favorite from Sweden. It was possible that she might have had a very tight battle with Jard if she would have shown up, or if she could have shown up. I mean, it was not her fault.
Yeah.
She has problems with her health. It seems she's a front runner, but after that, the two American girls, the girl from the Dutch girl, Netherlands, Betty.
Yeah, Betty Abora is definitely up there. There's a big fight there at the top. And just a quick reminder, it is a flight of 63s, a flight of 7, followed by a flight of 8 of 74s. So a big session this evening.
And quick turnaround, like you have to be super quick. There's no time, basically. Now we have seven women in the first session. We're starting off with
Anne-Laure Thomasin from France, 152.5 kilos for her opening attempt.
She's the youngest one of the bunch, born in 2003.
Yeah, and on prognosis, she's in 7th, but only 17.5 kilos off podium, which seems a long way now, but there are 9 lifts to go. So let's see how Anne-Laure's first squat goes. Very comfortable looking opener there for Thomasin.
Yeah, typical French squat position, like looking down a little bit. Her stance was a little bit broader, but yeah, very good.
Doesn't work for everybody, but it works nicely for her. We now have Elena Zuccaro from Italy opening on 155 kilos.
Yeah. She weighed in with 59 kilograms, so she doesn't fill out the class yet.
Yeah, so if it comes down to body weight on any of the lifts, she will have that advantage.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, we obviously had the 63B group lift earlier, so any rankings will include those lifters as well.
Yeah.
Very deep squat.
That's nice and deep. That should be no problem at all. 3 white lights.
Yeah, really comfortable opener there. Let's have a look at that again on the replay. See how deep that is from the side.
She looks like a smaller version of Carola Gara. A little bit. I apologize. I think that's not a bad comparison, actually.
Great squatter herself. 160 kilos now for Angelina Martinez, one of the 2 American athletes in this flight. Definitely a strong contender for podium.
Yeah, both American girls, actually, it's their first international. They switched last year from another federation and made Powerlifting American Nationals. Angela got second place behind Natalie, who is coming up.
Yeah, it's very close between the 2 of them, so they'll be fighting each other as well as others for that podium position.
Yeah, it was close at Nationals, and it will be close here from prognosis.
That was a lovely opener. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Good lift, indeed. And she looks relieved. Like the first squat is always the most terrifying.
It's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. You want to make sure you get that squat in on the board. And now you can just build and grow into your second and third. Now, Betty Abora from the Netherlands, the current open deadlift record holder from a couple months ago at Euromuscle, opening on 162.5 kilos and a favorite for the silver. Obviously, if Boström makes any mistakes, she'll be there to try and close the gap.
Yeah, she is basically a shooting star. Like, she is only competing, I think, for 2 years or a little bit more. And she is improving rapidly. She is so strong.
Yeah, what a talent. I'm sure she has a very bright future front of her, but let's see how she does today. Yeah, that is lovely.
Look good from this angle. Yes. 3 white lights, good start.
Yeah, and I know Betty was a little bit ill coming into competition, a bit of a cold, so I'm wondering if that will affect her, but it seems it's not. That's a lovely opener. And like I said, a favourite for that silver position overall. We now have Lucy Robinson from Great Britain, 170 kilos for her opening squat.
Lucy has been competing since a long time, I think. She has been around since 2018 or so. And she keeps improving.
Yeah.
That's amazing, actually. It's not that easy to do.
No, absolutely not. She still has another year left in the juniors, and she has been competing for 8 years, like you said, a long time.
And from all the lifters that came, stood on the platform, like, she got the biggest applause, so she has a fan club here. British team in general, very active.
Yeah, and you can see the experience there.
Yeah, that looked great.
3 white lights, a good lift. And again, I could say this for half or over half of the lifters in this flight, but a definite contender for that podium. It's going to be close.
Yeah, like like from 2nd to 6th place, like basically 5 girls will fight for 2nd, probably, presumably, because this is the favorite.
Yes, indeed. Took the words out of my mouth. Alba Bostrom from Sweden, 177.5 kilos, recently competed at Open Worlds and did phenomenally well. Just a reference point as well, the world junior squat record is 185 kilos.
Yeah, and Alba got 4th in the Open Worlds, and she wasn't satisfied. She made a huge improvement in her total, but she wasn't satisfied because she didn't make the podium. But she made this lift, and it was very, very convincing.
Yeah, very convincing. A little bit harder than maybe she'd want it to be, but Alba is excellent at grinding through lifts, so we'll see how her second moves. Looks actually better in the replay there.
I thought it was good. Yeah. So, and now
our final opening attempt, Natalie Hunter opening just 5 kilos below the world junior squat record, and as you said, recently over from the USAPL.
Yeah, she was in the 60 kilo class for a long time, like they have different weight classes. She was 57 before. She moved up, but she's only weighing in with 61 kilos, so still room to grow, but already unbelievably strong.
Yeah, has a personal best of 190.5 kilos, so already her PB is above the junior world record. Oh, and that is so easy.
Yeah.
3 white lights, a good lift, and I imagine to see 185.5 on her second, although I have seen this week the Americans choose not to go for the chip at all.
And like Alba already has 185.5 chosen, so if they paid attention, they will go to 186,
yes,
or they will just ignore it altogether.
Absolutely, and that concludes our opening squats. Hunter leading on 180, followed by Bostrom and Robinson. We move through now to the second attempts. Like we said, it is a quick moving flight. Anne-Laurie Thomason from France, 162.5 kilos.
Yeah, 10 kilo jump. A lot of lifters in the French team are known for taking heavier second attempts. I haven't seen her lift yet, so I cannot speak for that. We will see in a moment.
Yeah, that is hard, but it looks good.
Sounds about right, like what I expected.
Yeah, and you know what? French squatters are pretty well known for their ability to grind through.
Yeah, and would you do 5 kilos or maybe 2.5? I think I would do 2.5.
I think if she wasn't French, I'd say 2.5, but probably a 5, I think.
Very good point.
Elena Zuccaro from Italy, 162.5 kilos.
Last year in the juniors, more of a subtotal specialist, I presume.
Yeah, and what Hendrik means by that is that a big squat on bench, so looks really strong heading into deadlift, but falls off a little bit at the deadlift.
Yeah. Oh, lovely squat.
And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Knees came inward already a lot, but still, I think there's some room. And she looked actually satisfied.
Yeah, and it's easier to see on the second where the cracks start to appear and where the breakdowns will happen when it gets to that top end. 167.5 kilos for Angelina Martinez from the United States, a 7.5 kilo jump to match her personal best. Like you said, a really tight battle between a lot of lifters, but especially between her and her teammate Natalie, who is going to be going for a chip, which will help her a lot in that fight.
I feel Angelina is not yet looking at as if she would enjoy herself. I think she is still a little bit flustered, maybe. But I mean, her first squat was great, so.
Looks dialed in to me. A lot of focus.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Seems like a higher sticking point. Moved well out of the hole, but a good squat.
Yeah, and she's smiling now. Yeah, I think she was just dialed in and focused. You know, job's not done.
Yeah, I think you can put 5 kilos on there for a nice PB.
Netherlands.
172.5 kilos for Betty Abora from the Netherlands. Her PB is 175.5, so already nearing that. This will take her into squat bronze for the time being, with Robinson to follow.
Yeah. I mean, her task is pretty much build a total and let the best deadlift in the world in this weight class speak for itself in the end.
Yeah. She has the best deadlifter in the world, as you said, in this weight class, not just in the juniors, but out of every single age category.
Come on, you got this. Come on, up, 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 up.
Oh, it is a big fight, and that is surprising.
But I feel I saw a technical error there. I feel like she just sunk in too deep or too fast.
And that's difficult because, you know, we'll have a look here, but if she doesn't manage to get that again, it means Natalie Hunter's in a great position to push and take that silver from her overall. But we have a long day ahead of us yet. Lucy Robinson from Great Britain, 177.5 kilos for her second attempt to move from squat bronze into silver, with Bostrom to follow.
I really liked her first squat, so I think she will do that.
Yeah, it was comfortable, a very smooth opener.
And afterwards we'll have 2 world record attempts back to back.
Yeah, and we saw the same in the 63 kilo sub-juniors, so the juniors saw how high the bar was set.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah, plenty left in the tank, a lovely smooth second and a good lift.
She looks like she is ready for it, like she wants it. Very great.
Yeah, great effort from Lucy there. And now we move on to our penultimate second attempt, and that is crazy that we're only on the second attempt, because Alba Bostrom from Sweden is attempting to chip the world junior squat record with 185.5 kilos, to be followed by Hunter, who looks to extend it by another 5 if Alba makes this, for a new world junior squat record for Alba Bostrom, 185.5 kilos on her second attempt.
Come on, up, up, up.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, that is an incredible second attempt. And I'll tell you what, Hendrik, I think it looked more comfortable than her first.
Yeah, I agree. Like, the only sign of like that she had to work was the knees coming in a bit, but other than that, it was super fast.
Yeah, it was really, really quick. And that is a new world junior squat record. The next question is, how long will it stand for? Because Natalie Hunter from the United States of America looks to not just chip that, Hendrik, but to add another 5 entire kilos onto that by going to 190.5 to extend the world junior squat record, trying to keep it out of reach of Bostrom for her third attempt.
Yeah, she just wasn't interested in just chipping it. She wanted to say, like, I am stronger than that.
Yeah, she's not just looking at the record, she's looking at the total and looking to put something big up. 190.5 kilos to match her squat PB move into squat gold, but more importantly, take that world junior squat record away from Alba Bostrom heading into third attempts. Let's see what she's got.
Come on, come on, come on.
And that is insanity.
That's crazy.
Just
3
like
white
that,
lights, a
you
good
have
lift,
one
and for the
record.
second time this evening, and I'm sure not the
Back
last,
to back.
the world junior squat record has been beaten.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Where we got this
Like,
squat battle, we have to
I think the
wait.
63s for the juniors at this championship is basically the strongest class. It's insane, the level these girls are in. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're definitely setting the bar high, and we head into the third round of squats after 2 junior world squat records have been broken consecutively. You will see that happen again very shortly, but for now we have Anne-Laurie Thomason, who I'm not sure is coming out for the 165,
Yeah,
which I have to say surprises me. I mean, the second did slow down, but, and we said, you know, 2.5, 5, but I wouldn't say it was an absolute limit lift. What do you think?
I agree with you. Like, I'm very surprised. I think 2.5 more would definitely have been there. Maybe she injured herself a little bit. We don't know, obviously.
Yeah, and you know, like we said, it's quite close at the top, and in potentially missing out these couple kilos, that could really hurt her later in the competition. At the same time, like you said, if she's injured, that might play a factor. But while we have the time very quickly, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors, SBD and Aleco. Without them, none of this would be possible. This championship is presented by Aleco and SBD. So thank you once again to them as we prepare the bar for our next lifter, Elena Zuccaro from Italy, 167.5 kilos.
Yeah, that if she makes this, that would have been a gold medal in the 57 kilo class yesterday. Obviously, she's 2 kilos above, but like she's a good squatter.
Yeah, like you said, just 2 kilos ahead of the 57s, weighing 59 almost exactly. This is to match her personal best.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, what a fight.
Ah,
Oh, that was so close.
Unfortunately, not there today. Quite a high sticking point for her.
Here we go, lift.
yeah. She looked a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but
170 now for Angelina Martinez,
I imagine I'd
USA
feel quite
bar
uncomfortable
is
with that
loaded.
weight on my back as well.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, a lot of the knees came in so much inward, and once they touch, they cannot go any further, and then maybe you cannot just push it out. We don't know.
170 kilos for Angelina Martinez from the United States. Currently ranked 4th in squats. That won't change this, but gives her another 2.5 kilos on her total and a new PB.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Up, up, up.
Oh, it's surprising.
Yeah, just didn't have the grind in her. And some lifters are really good at working through those sticking points, and some just struggle a little bit more. She's a very powerful squatter, and I think she uses the momentum a bit on the way up.
Bar is loaded.
But I mean, she didn't lose any kilos, like she only increased 2.5 kilos. But this is a very important lift right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Betty Obora from the Netherlands, retaking 172.5 kilos. If she misses this, she misses out on a potential 10 kilos on her total, and she's fighting for a podium position. We thought it was silver now, but now unsure. It could be anywhere. It's so close at the top, so these extra 10 kilos are going to be imperative moving forwards. We know she's got a world record deadlift, but the extra kilos in squat and bench are certainly going to help.
Come on, Betty, you got this. Confidence.
Oh, so much better this time round.
So much better. And
Three white lights.
okay, 3 red lights.
There we go. A completely different squat, it looked
Yeah.
like.
Job is done for you.
And
Well-
you can see the relief on her face as well.
Well, I mean, being able to recover from a mistake is a very good skill to have. Like in the second attempt, like her hips shifted very much backward. I think she got out of position, and now she just pushed through.
Lucy Robinson from Great Britain, already in squat bronze, jumping 5 kilos to 182.5 on her third attempt,
Looking in great shape today to do so.
looking to get as close as she can to that podium before deadlifts. This is a new personal best for Lucy.
Amazing, amazing.
So good.
Right. 3 white lights. Wow. That is a great, great effort for her. Like, this will
Yeah.
help her so much.
And I very rarely see Lucy's squat form break down, and it helps her so much when the squat gets a little bit heavier.
And we are back at it again.
You're absolutely right. We are about to see a third attempt at the World Junior Squat record, broken only moments ago. Alva Bostrom from Sweden to move into squat gold, but more importantly to extend the junior squat record by 2.5 kilos.
Come here, Alba.
193 kilos on the bar for Alva Bostrom to break the World Junior Squat record for a third time this evening, should she make this.
That would be such a big PR for her.
Come on, up, come on.
And there it is.
Yeah, she can grind. Like, I've seen a lot of videos from her.
Lights.
Wow.
3 white lights, a good lift, and for the third time this evening, a new World Junior Squat record, and we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen.
World record attempt for Natalie. 195.5 on the bar. Huge numbers here.
And our final squat of the 63
Will she get
kilo
this?
juniors,
Bar is loaded.
Natalie Hunter from the United
World
States of
record
America,
attempt for
looking to
USA and
extend
Natalie Hunter.
the new World Junior Squat record by another 2.5 kilos. Natalie Hunter, 195.5 kilos to move back into squat gold and break the World Junior Squat record for a fourth time in the last half an hour.
I don't know what to say.
We can just sit and watch and see how this unfolds.
Let's do that.
Come on, let's fight for this one, Natalie.
She chose not to just chip it for 500 grams, but she said, "Oh, I have more."
Yeah, and it's putting her in such a good position moving forwards. Let's see if she has
Let's go, Natalie.
the second world record in her.
Come, up.
Look at
Up.
that. Powerful end to the squat.
Wait for the
3
race.
white
Yeah,
lights,
wow.
and for the fourth time today,
For Natalie
new junior
Hunter.
world squat record for Natalie Hunter, 195.5 kilos.
Yeah, her coach Patrick will be delighted. I'm sure he is watching right now. Wow.
Yeah,
Great
and
session.
that is absolutely incredible. Not only did they break the world record, they extended it by a further 10.5 kilos. And a quick summary of the squats. Lucy Robinson from Great Britain walks away with squat bronze with 182.5 kilos, which is just 2.5 below what the world record was this morning. Alva Bostrom from Sweden in silver after breaking the world record twice with 193 kilos. Natalie Hunter from the United States of America walking away with squat gold and retaining the 195.5 for a new World Junior Squat record. We now head straight onto the 74 kilo juniors. We have Felipe Inaki Riotor Lira from Chile with 217.5 kilos.
So, start off this session.
Nice, easy looking opener there.
Very
And
deep.
Nice and
3
deep.
white
3
lights.
white lights, a good lift.
Yeah, and Hendricks just pointed out to me that one of the favourite to win, Tony Nguyen, is not here, and I'm wondering what has happened there. But it really opens up the competition for the rest.
But maybe it was known because we have 8 competitors, so it doesn't seem like it was on short notice or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. And
Interesting.
it is going to be a big fight in the 74s. Aaron Joy Fernandez from India, 225 kilos.
On total prognosis.
It's his last year as a junior. Prognosis says 11th place currently, but this is, well, a little bit early to say anything about that.
Yeah, important to remember, we've also seen the B group compete earlier today and have had all 9 lifts. Very comfortable opener there for Aaron.
That looked good.
Good lift, 3 white lights.
3 white lights.
I feel India is fielding a bigger classic team lately. They
Yeah.
have a lot of equipped lifter in the lighter weight class, but now classic they seem to, yeah, starting powerlifting there as well.
Yeah, it's great to see. Anton Nikinen from Finland, opening on 225 kilos. Opening 2.5 kilos below his personal best.
Seconds.
One thing to mention is also that like the nominated totals for all of these men were so close. Like this is a really, really tight session. And I think we are in for a treat in deadlifts.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Like you said, it's going to be a really close battle all the way until the end. We won't know who's going to walk away where until the end.
USA, and the bar is loaded.
227.5 kilos for Matt Fodrill from the United States of America.
Huge one.
Yeah, it's his first international, as far as I know. He is nominated second, or first now, with Tony not here. Conservative squat open up, I presume. That looked pretty nice.
Yep, 3 white lights, a good lift. And it's worth mentioning that the World Junior Squat record currently stands at 295.5, which was only extended today by 20 plus kilos by a sub-junior, Elliot Sykes, who also totaled 766, so set the bar very high for the juniors.
That performance, like that is a talent that you don't see very often.
Absolutely, and now we have Marcos Abaladejo Castro from Spain, 240 kilos.
Yeah, the last 4 lifters in this flight are 2 lifters from Spain and 2 from Italy, so now all European in the squat battle. Oh, that was lovely. I like that squat a lot.
Yeah, that is a lovely looking squat, like you said, and Spain producing some really excellent squatters recent years.
Yeah, I agree.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Italy, and the bar is loaded.
He's handled by the head coach of the Spain Federation, Jeremy Correa. I'm very sure I pronounced that incorrectly. Yeah.
245 kilos for Alessandro Pastorello from Italy. Same weight will be taken by the following 2 lifters.
He has 4 years left in the juniors. Wow.
That is a difficult opener, Hendrik.
That is a difficult opener, yeah.
It is a good lift, perhaps a little harder or a lot harder than you'd want it to be, but I'm wondering if he just, because it was his opener, hit the hole and sunk it a little deeper than he's used to.
Yeah, let's see on the replay. I don't see much of a problem there, to be honest. I think that was just quite heavy. We will know in a bit.
Yeah, we will find out very soon. Marcos Salto Romero from Spain now, 245 kilos.
The race is going to be between all the athletes. And Marcos is one of the top
Pastorello,
contenders for
the
sure.
lightest lifter to take 245, but so far the hardest looking opener. Let's see how this moves for Salto Romero. Very, very easily.
They are both Spaniards. Oh! We have our first depth call of the evening.
Yeah, I was a little bit concerned about depth. The coach goes to the jury, but let's have a look at it on the replay. Bearing in mind this is the side he gets the white light from.
Oh yeah. Like replay in squat is always tricky because every angle is different, but this looked, he had a pretty wide stance and then you really have to sink it to get depth.
So he's going to have to retake that or
move up a little bit if
yeah.
he is
would be
confident.
risky, but he'd have to sink it more in his second. And now our final opening attempt for Dario Milicia from Italy, also taking 245 kilos. It'll be interesting to see how this moves in comparison to the other three lifters who took this weight. Other two lifters, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
And it moved maybe the best.
That was lovely, yeah. We just spotted someone in the audience, sorry. I love good squats, to be honest. Like they look so pretty, so clean. That was amazing.
And that concludes our opening attempt with all-bar Salto Romero getting a squat in on the board, who has chosen to go up in a hope to chase that podium perhaps. But on bodyweight, Pastorello leads ahead of Milicia, Abaladejo Castro in bronze. Of course, with second and third attempts still to go, we have Felipe Inaki Riotord Lira from Chile, 230 kilos.
And we will see some pretty big jumps in this round. Like I think 4 lifters opted to go more than 10 kilo plus. So interesting.
Again, very deep, a little bit harder than his open, but still moved well. I'd imagine to see a smaller jump to his third there, though.
Yeah, 5 or 7.5 I think would be. It seems to me that he can grind, like just from his technique. Like,
yeah, I think 5 kilos should be the max jump there, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think so.
Aaron Joy Fernandez from India, 237.5 kilos, a 12.5 kilo jump.
The venue is filling up quite nicely. We have a lot of attendance tonight. This is really, really cool. It's a very long competition, nearly 2 weeks, so now we're in the middle. There's a lot of people here, which is really exciting.
Fernandez definitely not out the picture for the podium, but he's going to have a near perfect day to fight his way up there.
Yeah, projections are so close between all of them. That's
yeah, 17.5 kilos between second and seventh. A big effort there.
Was it deep enough?
I think so. There we go. 3 white lights. Yeah, and kept his form really well, which really favoured him when it got harder in that squat.
Wow. I'm really curious what they put in for the third.
237.5 kilos for Anton Nikkanen from Finland. This is to be a 10 kilo personal best, should he make this.
He looks like he's enjoying himself. That is also a very underrated aspect of competition.
Yeah, it's very easy to be so blindsided by competing that you forget to take it in on the way.
That's a tough walkout. I think he gets there.
I've seen some tough workouts followed by the easiest squats I've ever seen, so let's see if that's the case for Anton.
Come on, up, up, up.
Well, I jinxed it. It is my fault. I apologize.
I think the weight was a little bit too much for Anton. I think, like I said, it was a 10 kilo personal
Yeah.
best on his second, and
2.5 for
you know, maybe that 12.5 kilo jump was a bit ambitious because of where it landed on his top end.
Bars loaded.
Talking about ambitious jumps, now a 15 kilo jump.
Yeah, Matt Fodrell from the United States, his opener was very easy. This landed 7.5 kilos below his personal best, but like you said, 15 kilos is still a pretty hefty jump. It's about 20% of his body weight, so we'll see how this moves.
You are quick with math in your head, actually. I'm impressed.
If you've listened to the rest of the commentary, you'll know that's not necessarily true.
I will.
Come on, come on.
Well, that was kind of a pause squat.
3 white lights.
Yeah,
He's-
in a couple of different places.
He's just good for it. He's just strong. Like, there's nothing else to say.
Yeah, that was brute strength there. 3 white lights, a good lift. Definitely much harder than his opener, as to be expected, but
Bars loaded.
fights it up.
I think he has more if he gets a little bit better. Like, yeah.
Now, Marcos Salto Romero from Spain, 250. The opener moved very well. It just wasn't quite deep enough. Has taken the risk to go up 5 kilos. Now, like I said, it moved well, so perhaps less of a risk if it was another infraction, but, you know, still risky. And that's why, because it was much harder.
Wait for the refs.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
good
sunk
lift,
it in,
3
but
white light. This time he's on the board.
Yeah,
That-
big risk, big reward.
yeah, that was a tough call. Like, it's probably not what he wanted his second to be 250, but when you see this, like, yeah, that
But if that's how deep he has to squat, you know, that might be why it's so much harder, and it makes a big difference, those couple of inches. Marcos Albaladejo Castro from Spain, jumping 10 kilos to 250, moving him into squat gold for the time being, with Militia and Pastorello to follow.
Confianza.
that is a wonderful squat. Really,
That was easy.
Yeah.
That
That's
was really
beautiful,
easy.
man.
Once you got 3 white lights,
Plenty left in the tank. Yeah, that is near technically perfect as well. Have a look at that again in the replay, and puts him in a great position, because I could see another 7.5, 10 kilo jump for him being justifiable.
yeah, I think so too.
these two take
Alessandro
the
Pastorello
first
from
press
Italy
of
now
the
to
squat
move
test.
into squat gold for the time being. 252.5. 7.5 kilo jump from his opener. From memory, his opener was a little bit tough,
Italy and Spain for the squat
but I
gold.
think 7.5 kilos should be there. No, and that's why I kind of put the emphasis on the should.
It is not out
rather
of
than
reach.
on
You
the
have
be there.
one last try.
Yeah, like we said, his opener was quite tough, so I didn't expect to see a 7.5 kilo jump.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that was a little bit wishful thinking, I believe.
And he's a big contender for that silver medal overall, and maybe even the gold, so that could hurt him, because he's going to miss out on kilos on his third if it's a strength issue.
You also have to think about, like, what do you put in for your third if you really think after this third, like, I can go 7.5. It looks kind of strange.
And now Dario Milicia from Italy jumps 10 kilos to 255 to move into squat gold and put him in a great position to fight for the gold overall. His opener was very easy.
Yeah, and he's a great squatter as well.
3
3 white lights, a good
Beautiful.
lift, and that concludes for us the second attempt. So let's have a look at that squat again.
That will end our second round for one last time with Felipe Iñaki to 37.5. The bar is loaded.
Yeah, that is picture perfect, really.
Amo Felipe.
And that concludes our second round of squats. Soto Romero currently sat in bronze, just behind on bodyweight his teammate Albaladejo Castro. And Milicia sat in squat gold for the time being, 5 kilos ahead We'll see how that ends up as we head into the third round of squats. 237.5 kilos for Felipe Inaki Lira from Chile.
I think we suggested 5 kilos.
Seconds.
I don't remember exactly. We will see.
Bravo, Felipe. Confianza.
Second was some work. Let's see if he has 7.5 more in him.
Up.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, it was quite heavy, and the bar started to roll up as he began to lean forwards as well, which never helps.
No, from experience, it doesn't.
I can't think of one situation where that would help.
Finland.
Yeah. But like, yeah, we have already 4 missed squats in this round, so like, let's not all go smooth sailing for these guys here.
Yeah, they're really pushing each other. Anton Nikkanen from Finland, 237.5 kilos. Missed it on his second. Like we said, we thought the jump was a bit ambitious. See if he can muster the strength. It's not been so long since he attempted it on the second. It's a quick moving flight.
Just needs to give everything you have now.
The crowd is rallying up behind him. Yeah, it's just too heavy.
I have to say, a great catch from the spotters, but
Yeah, great work.
like we said, the jump was just too much.
It was a good squat, like he went down nicely. I don't think he lost tension, but it just wasn't there.
From India, bar is loaded.
Yeah.
Come on, Aaron.
2.5 kilo jump for Aaron Joy Fernandez from India, 240 on the bar. And a perfect example, don't be afraid as a lifter to take the 2.5 kilo jump. If he can get you 2.5 extra kilos, fantastic. If not, you haven't lost anything.
I respect this a lot because some lifters like that I coach, even they say, no, I don't go out for 2.5 kilos.
Yeah, it's a pride thing.
Especially like if you know it doesn't affect your deadlift much. Like there's obviously some guys that it affect the deadlift and then 2.5 might not be worth it, but for some it's not, doesn't. For me, example.
Let's see how the 240 moves for Aaron here.
Oh, hopefully. Okay,
Yeah.
but he walks out fine. Seems like nothing happened.
Like we said, it was the most he got out of his squat in a second. He clearly didn't have any more kilos, so he loses nothing. He failed quickly and safely, and that's the smart thing to do. Don't waste energy on a squat you're not going to get.
Yeah.
247.5 bars loaded.
247.5 kilos for Matt Fodril from the United States. A 5 kilo jump from his second. The brakes did come on. Experienced some turbulence on the way up.
But I agree with this call. I think that is what I would have done.
Yeah.
5 kilo more seems reasonable.
It's 2.5 kilos below his personal best, so making smart decisions here, not shooting for a PB. He's aware that he's in a good position for a podium overall. Oh my goodness, absolutely incredible resilience from Matt Fodril.
Wow. He squats so upright, it's crazy.
Yeah, and there were a couple times during that lift where I was like, oh, well, that's it now. But fought through all of the sticking points, and there were a few of them.
You don't see that every day.
252.5.
Alessandro Pastorello from Italy, 252.5 kilos to move himself into squat silver, a podium contender overall as well. These extra 7.5 kilos really will be integral.
Yeah, this he really doesn't want to miss. But that's just not there.
I was pretty close. Not to try it
A
out.
sea of red in the third attempts, but the last 3 lifters I'm sure will do better.
Yeah, and you know, missing that Pastorello means that Fodril getting all his 3 squats is in a really good position, matching his total right now, a heavier body weight, heading into bench press and deadlifts. But now we have Marcos Abladejo Castro from Spain, jumping 7.5 kilos to 257.5 to move himself into squat gold from silver ahead of Milicia.
He's looking so strong today.
This is a huge squat for his podium chances. They are so close.
Easy work of 250
Yeah, and if he gets this, he
7.5.
secures at very least the bronze.
Exactly. In the squad event.
En tu momento, Marco, vamos. Vamos.
Wow.
And I think he had plenty left in the tank. Like we said, we thought a 10 kilo jump could have been justified, but 7.5 was the safe thing to do and collect those
You have
kilos.
secured at least a bronze
Job
medal.
well done. Really well done. Especially when a lot of your competitors are
260
struggling.
kilos, back-to-back and
Just
number
take what
one
you
medal
have. You know you have.
for a Spanish lifter, Marcos Soto Romero.
Looking to take squat gold off of his teammate Marcos Salto Romero from Spain, 260 kilos, moving from squat bronze into gold.
The second one was really work. I am really curious about this one.
Yeah, missed his opener on depth, had to sink it further for his second, so I'm wondering if he's going to cut this a little bit. We'll have to see. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
2 to 1, a good lift. He does get a call for depth, so we'll hold our
Okay.
breath. But let's have a look at that on the replay. Moves into squat gold momentarily.
And the bar is loaded for
Yeah.
Dario Melicia.
It looks borderline, but it was better than the first one, I think. So
Yeah, I think it will stick.
Good
He
for
stays
him.
in squat gold for the time being. And now Dario Melicia from Italy, 262.5 to move from squat bronze into gold and gain 7.5 kilos in his total. His squats have looked so tidy and smooth so far.
and if he gets this, he is in prime position for a gold medal overall, at least from prognosis right now. Could change. Some people hide their openers. Let's see that beautiful squat again. Come on, up.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
What an incredible fight
That was-
from Melicia. 3 white lights,
That was
a
perfect.
good lift, and takes squat gold. That good squat form really pays off when it gets hard like that. Look at the grinds.
I feel he's slightly excited.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Let's have a look at the squats before we head into a short break. Albadalejo Castro from Spain walks away with squat bronze with 257.5. His teammate Marcos Soto Romero walks away with squat silver with 260 kilos, and with that incredible final grind, Dario Melicia from Italy walks away in squat gold with 262.5 kilos. We're going to head into a 10-minute break now before bench press. Don't go anywhere, and we will see you then. Hello and welcome back to the 2024 IPF World Junior Powerlifting Championships here in St. Paul's Bay, Malta, presented by Aleco and SBD. This evening for you we have the 63 kilo junior women and the 74 kilo junior men. Both flight very, very tight battles. A summary here of the squats for the women, where we saw Robinson walk away with bronze, Bostrom and Hunter having an incredible fight for the world record squat. It got broken 4 times, but Natalie Hunter victorious with a 195.5 squat, extending it by 10.5 kilos. We head into bench press now, where I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another stab at a world record in the juniors by Alba. She's upped her bench opener by quite a bit to 122.5, which, to be honest, I expected. I thought the opener looked a little low for her.
Yeah, her bench has been just blown up the last year. Everything actually, but this especially. And she is so much ahead of everyone else in the bench press event.
Yeah, absolutely, by quite some way. Her opener's 22.5 kilos ahead. Lucy Robinson from Great Britain, 85 kilos, opening on her personal best.
As I said in the beginning, she's still improving every year, and she's a real threat for the podium this time. And that looked lovely.
And that is a good lift, 3 white lights. Yeah, like you said, I think she is a big threat for the podium, and it's going to be about who can make the lifts, I think, who will end up on the podium.
Yeah, and she has a good deadlift, I think, so she is, but there's a lot of good deadlifts here, so we'll see.
Yeah, not to forget the world record holder,
Yeah.
Betty. Elena Zuccaro from Italy, opening on 90 kilos.
She just barely missed her 3rd squat, so hopefully she can hit all her bench presses. PB is 97.5, so if this moves well, this is well within reach. Oh, also applying the new sink-in technique that more and more lifters do in the women's side.
Yeah, you see a lot of the lifters who either had or have a big arch trying to adopt a sink to reach elbow depth. You can see here.
And I have more and more I have the feeling that this is kind of a revolution, because it seems it makes actually people stronger.
Yeah, if they can figure it out, it definitely helps. Gives them that extra bit of push off the chest. Betty Abora from the Netherlands, 90 kilos, another athlete opening on her personal best. A real contender for podium.
I don't think she will struggle with elbow depth. She's a very long limit lifter,
Yeah,
very good for deadlifts.
you get that from deadlift world record holders, the long arms. Blessing and a curse. Not too much of a curse though, 90 kilo opener.
That's really strong. Oh, wow.
Yeah, very comfortable. 3 white lights, a good lift. Missed her 2nd attempt on the squat, and it was a little troubling, but she had a really quick turnaround and managed to get it on her 3rd. Natalie Hunter from the United States, 92.5, the new world record holder in the junior squats.
Her bench press always moves very, very fast until it doesn't. At least that's my memory of her bench press that I saw. 100 kilos her PB. I think this could be broken today.
Yeah, you tend to see lifters who bench like that take slightly smaller jumps because, as you said, it drops off quite quickly. But we'll see how 92.5 moves for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, very speedy.
I actually expect 2 5-kilo jumps out of her. I think that's what they prefer. Like, that's just like, let's see if I'm right with this one. It's just speculation. This looked, I mean, that would look great. I mean, it's definitely good for a 5-kilo jump, I think.
Yeah, it was very comfortable. Her teammate now, Angelina Martinez from the United States, opening on 95 kilos, 2.5 kilos below her bench press PB. Very well controlled bench.
Yeah. Nothing really to add here.
Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift.
100 kilos now for Anne-Laure Thomasson. Bar is loaded.
$100 opener for Anne-Laure Thomasson from France, opening 7.5 kilos above her personal best.
Wow. That is quite something.
Be interested to see how this moves. Of course, she didn't come out for her third attempt squats. We were a bit perplexed about. The second wasn't an absolute grind, but she'll know herself better than anyone else.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like she has any issues, like any injuries. I mean, you cannot see them normally, but it looks fine. Let's see how this moves. Okay, also the new, in quotation marks, sink in technique.
And that is 3 white lights, a good lift, a very comfortable opener. Yeah, like you said, newer for the lighter weight women. We see it a lot in the heavyweight men.
It's a funny correlation right now.
It is. They have a little bit more to sink into. Our final opener, and of course it belongs to Alba Bostrom from Sweden, 122.5 kilos, and I believe she is the world junior record holder in the bench press with 133.
Yeah, and you will see this technique that we were talking about applied to perfection right now, probably.
High arch, big sink. Still manages to have a relatively small range of motion with that.
Very small, yeah.
And 3 white lights. I know why she's smiling so much, because that's probably a very nervy moment for her.
Look at this arch. Wow, and then, wow. Yeah,
She said,
that's
I'm not getting rid of my arch, I'll find a way around it.
it's born to bench. Seriously, that's crazy.
And at the end of the first round, Bostrom leading 122.5, followed by Prandi Marino from the B group and Thomasson from France in bronze. A 5-kilo jump for Lucy Robinson to 90 kilos, her new personal best. Yeah, that's lovely. 3 white lights. And it really is anybody's game for silver and bronze here in the 63s.
Yeah, this will be a very exciting deadlift session for sure.
95 kilos remains on the bar for Elena Zuccaro from Italy.
I mean, in general, like, lifts and powerlifting go up, like the level is always increasing. But I feel, especially like women's bench press, I feel like the last 1-2 years, like there's so much movement. Like yesterday in the 57s, like with 102.5, you didn't get a medal. That is insanity.
Yeah, the amount of women we're seeing benching 100 kilos, dare I say quite casually now, is insane.
It really is.
Elena adopts that sink so well.
Yeah.
Good lift, 3 white lights.
Some of these women employ this so well that I really have the fear of missing out with my athletes when I don't do it. I think maybe we should do it all with everyone.
Easy to get caught up on that hype, isn't it?
100%.
Betty Abora from the Netherlands jumps 5 kilos to 95 for a new personal best. Trying to pick up as many kilos as she can heading into deadlift where she can really shine. Saying that though, she's a very well-rounded athlete, as a lot of these 63s actually are.
Yeah, the class is so great.
Long gone are the days of specialists. It is about being a total specialist now.
It's very true. Wow.
And
Do
that's so comfortable.
Yeah. Maybe 5. Like maybe she'll just do 5. I mean,
Yeah,
I think she has it.
I would say 100 kilos for that third attempt, but it depends how conservative Piotr wants to be there. 97.5 kilos, a 5 kilo jump for Natalie Hunter. You mentioned that from what you've seen of her bench, it's fast until it's not, so I'm interested to see how 5 kilos affects her. Her opener looked fantastic, but I'm not too familiar with her bench style.
I think it was also a bit deductive logic on my part because her thirds always move very quickly, and I thought, okay, it must be this way because no one is in the business of just gifting kilos away. So
Yeah. Also, with 2 years of competitive experience, you might just not know where that ceiling of strength is.
it's unlikely for the bench press row, right? I mean, normally you can test it pretty regularly.
And we see a bit of a slowdown there.
Yeah, I would do 2.5 to 100 kilo, to be honest. I'm curious what they are going to do.
3 white lights, a good lift. And yeah, with the podium at risk, I wouldn't risk going that 5 kilos. I think 2.5 is probably the right decision there.
Yeah, I think so. Betty also just increased 2.5 kilos. So yeah, everyone's playing it. She's playing it safe. Let's see for the other ones.
Angelina Martinez jumps 5 kilos to 100 for a new personal best. A big milestone bench, as we were saying. A lot more lifters getting to 100 doesn't make it any less special.
It's such a huge milestone. I think I have 2 lifters that have reached that milestone. It's not easy. She's really pressing vertically, right? Like she's not really putting the bar to her shoulders. It looks a little bit uncomfortable or not super efficient from my perspective, but she's just strong enough to do it.
Yeah, and you know, everyone has different leverages and preferences, so it could just be the way that she prefers to bench. Anne-Laure Thomasine from France jumps 5 kilos to 105, has bench press bronze. That won't change anything. I think that's pretty much secured for her. She could push for silver, currently held by Prandi Marino from the B group, who is lighter than Thomasin. So Thomasin would have to take 112 for her third, which I can't imagine she would.
No, that would... Well, let's see this first, but that would be a strange attempt selection.
Three white lights, a good lift.
She's happy. Really, really happy. Now for a 25 kilo jump. Just wow.
25 kilos from the last lifter, not from the opening attempt.
Yeah, sure.
Albert Bostrom from Sweden, a 7.5 kilo jump to 130. Just 3 kilos below the world junior bench press record. If this goes well, I imagine to see perhaps 133.5 on her third, unless she chooses to extend it even further. Looks good. 3 white lights, a good lift. I just wanted to wait for confirmation of the lights, but I imagine a 3.5 kilo jump there.
Yeah, I think it looked hard already. So, I mean, it should. It's 130 kilos, but oh yeah, I think just try for the world record and then.
And before we head into our third round, Bostrom leading with 130, Prandi Marino from the B group with 110 in silver, and Thomasin from France with 105 in bronze. 92.5 kilos on the bar for Lucy Robinson from Great Britain for another personal best attempt.
You got this. Nice and steady.
Oh wow, that was work, but perfect attempt selection.
Yeah, 3 white lights, and you know there's no medal for hardest or easiest final attempt.
Yeah, 6 out of 6 until now. Very, very good.
Yeah, like I said, it's likely that the podium will go to whoever is able to go 9 for 9 or closest to it. 97.5 kilos for Betty Abora from the Netherlands, who is in a great position for that podium spot and just wants to collect a couple extra kilos. The second looked good, so 2.5 kilos seems like a small jump, but it's more than she's ever benched before. And like we said, bench can really drop off quickly.
Yeah, I expect this to move comfortably, but we will know very shortly. Yeah.
Yeah, and as expected, like we said, very comfortable, a good lift, but collects those extra kilos. And the thing is, I know this sounds very obvious, but the next jump up from 2.5 kilos is 5, and that's double 2.5, you know, so it's considerably more the next step up.
Yeah, percentage-wise, it's really hard.
5 benches remaining before we head through to the 74 kilo men. Elena Zuccara from Italy attempting that big milestone of 100 kilos. Just missed that a little bit on the camera. We'll have a look at that again in the replay. 3 white lights though, a good lift, a comfortable third attempt.
2.5 kilogram PB and a big milestone.
We'll catch that here if you missed it. Yeah, nice looking third attempt.
So my initial assessment was right for Natalie. They preferred to do 2 5-kilo jumps, but after the second attempt, I'm questioning this a little bit. So
yeah, let's have a look here. Natalie Hunter, 102.5. Like you said, a 5-kilo jump. You called that perfectly for a new personal best. And she's looking to just gain as many kilos she can into deadlift, especially with Betty Abora just behind her.
I mean, if she gets this, this is a huge step for a podium placement.
Of course, has that chip from the squat, so that's going to really help.
That helps so much. Yeah. That's not gonna move, sorry. Yeah, that was not the best idea, unfortunately.
Yeah, and as suspected, you know, like you said, her bench moves quite quickly until it doesn't. And like we said before, there is absolutely no shame in jumping 2.5. It's worth it if you get those kilos.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was just a little bit wishful thinking. I mean, it happens like...
No risk, no reward.
No risk, no reward, exactly. She's still in a good position. I mean, especially with the chip and the squat world record.
102.5 kilos for Angelina Martinez from the United States. For a new personal best. To collect a couple extra kilos, like we were just talking about. Well worth jumping 2.5. Definitely the right call there.
Definitely the right call. Job well done.
Will be for France, 110 kilos. The bar is loaded.
We have our penultimate bench press here in the 63s. Anne-Laure Thomasine from France, 110, already has bench press bronze secured, taking the same weight as Prandi Marina but a heavier body weight. So the bench silver will go to a lifter in the B flight, which is fantastic to see. Let's see how this moves for Anne-Laure.
I mean, she has bronze already secured, right? So
yeah,
that's risk-free on that front. Oh, yeah, and that's with his technique, like, if you get it off the chest, then it looks easy, but if you don't, it just...
Yeah, that's the thing. It will move or it won't.
It's so obvious, like, I feel a bit stupid to saying it, but it's true.
You
it's
know,
just the truth.
It's not like a squat where you can grind through it. It's just, it does or it doesn't. Now our final bench press of the session and the 5th world record attempt just so far in the 63s. Alba Bostrom from Sweden, 133.5 kilos, her 3rd world record attempt so far in this session. 3.5 kilo jump for a second for a new world junior bench press record. Let's see what she's got. Oh, it is a fantastic pie.
Unbelievable how she does this.
A good lift and a
Crazy.
new world junior bench press record. And we said, you know, that kind of technique moves unless it doesn't. And Alba is the exception there. She is incredible at both the technique and grinding through it.
Crazy.
And a summary before we head into the 74 kilo men. Anne-Laure Thomasin from France in bench bronze with 105 kilos. In silver from the B group, Elsa Prandi Marino from Spain with 110, and with a new bench press junior world record, 133.5 kilo. Bench press gold goes to Alba Bostrom from Sweden. Who else? Who else but Alba?
She's on a mission.
Yeah.
I think I have to check the total world record later, because she cannot be that far off. It's crazy.
We move into the 74 kilo men now. 140 for Felipe Naki Riator Lira from Chile, opening on his bench press PB. Just for reference, the world junior bench press record is 195.5, and Nikkanen is opening at 180, so we'll have to see the kind of jumps he makes.
That was a lovely opener, but he gets 1 red for elbow depth.
Yeah, we'll have a look
That's
at
the
that from the
first.
front angle and have a look. Usually the center referee has the best view of that elbow depth, and he should be okay with that.
He should be okay, yeah.
145 kilos for Marcos Salto Romero from Spain.
He impressed us with his 3rd squat. Took a huge risk, 10 kilo jump, and succeeded.
Yeah.
Oh! The last lift was overruled for elbow depth. That's very surprising to us, actually.
Yeah, that does surprise me. Very easy opener for Marcos.
No problems here.
I think what it was he was a little bit wonky on the bench, and actually the side that got the white was the elbow that was a little bit higher. But here you can see a similar situation. We've got 3 whites. Luck of the draw sometimes. Aaron Joy Fernandez, 145 kilos. Opening 5 kilos below his best bench.
Choosing to do a self lift off. It eliminates 1 variable that you cannot control. 3 white lights.
I think he clipped the rack a little bit on the left side on his way up, but didn't seem to cause him any issues.
Yeah, and for sure didn't help him, because that would be a violation if you use the rack for your advantage. Oh, it's fine.
Marcos Albaladejo Castro from Spain, opening on his personal best of 150 kilos.
Now he had a great squat session, and now on his personal best. He's still in the mix.
Yeah, and only 7.5 kilos separates currently 6th and 3rd.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was good.
A very comfortable, good lift.
I say throw 7.5 on there and see what happens.
152.5 kilos for Alessandro Pastorello from Italy.
He's third on prognosis currently, and now fourth. So every lift counts. It's that simple. It's so close. We are setting ourselves up for a great deadlift battle in the end.
Very smooth opener and a good lift. Yeah, I think a similar story here than we have in the 63. The people who end up on the podium might just be the ones that end up making the most successful attempts.
That is very often the case. It's kind of also self-fulfilling prophecy, but yeah.
Dario Milicia from Italy, 160 kilos.
We had this yesterday with the 57s as well, like where like Joya from Lebanon, like she was projected first for the full competition, but she couldn't make lifts, and then she ended up fourth. So yeah, making lifts is kind of important. Okay.
Wow, moved very easily.
Yeah, okay, 3 red lights. That's good.
Yeah, I think he did very well to meet the command. I was a bit worried for a second he beat the command. I think that's what you were a little concerned about as well.
Yeah, I was a little bit hesitant.
But
and I also think his elbows are borderline. Like, it's a very efficient bench, but...
Tell us how you really feel, Hendrik. Matt Fodril now from the United States, 162.5 kilos.
I tend to be more direct. Cannot help it.
A little bit wobbly, but still looked...
elbow.
I was going to say still looked like a comfortable weight, but let's have a look at that elbow dent on the replay. I was distracted by the instability.
Oh yeah, the left arm. He has some work to do. And as you said, it was wobbly again. All his squats was wobbly. He's a curious lifter in that regard.
That might just be how he lifts, and it puts him in a tricky situation because he was a contender for podium. So we'll have to see how that turns out. But for now, our heaviest opener, Anton Nikkanen from Finland, opening at 180 kilos, 15.5 kilos below the World Junior Bench Press record.
I was actually admiring his arms during the squat event, and now I know why they look like this. He has a very, very good bench, presumably.
Yes, let's wait and see how this opener of 180 moves. 8 kilos below his personal best.
That was good.
Yeah, very good. 3 white lights, a good lift. Not sure if we'll see that world record attempt.
That's a tough ask. 16 additional kilos. That's hard to imagine.
Yeah, especially for a 74 kilo lifter, but what an opener.
And I think he's already locked in a gold medal in the bench press event, I think. Yes, 12.5 in front, and the second place, Kian, is from the B flight, so he cannot improve it.
Yeah, as well as Oluwasin Ola in bronze from the B flight. But we move through to the second attempt. Still 2 attempts for each of these lifters to go. Philippe Anaki Riator Lira from Chile got his opener overturned, went up 5 kilos anyway. Let's see if he gets on the board with that. 2-1, a good lift. Again, the same red light that got him in danger last time. So let's just wait while the jury review it. It's for elbow depth.
I won't tell you how I really feel. I will just wait what happens.
And the jury, unfortunately, has overruled that.
That is so unfortunate.
Yeah, and we're going to have to wait and see if he can correct that for his third. But for now, Marcos Soto Romero, 150 kilos. Very convincing second attempt.
Very good job. He's collecting kilos.
Yeah, and like we said, that's going to be what really separates the cream from the crop here. Aaron Joy Fernandez from India, 150 kilos to match his personal best.
Good lift. I don't know what
Yeah.
I admire his setup actually. It looks like it took a long time to develop it like this. Like there's a lot of movement, but good lift. Really.
Yeah, exactly how you want a second to move. And when people set up like that, it does make me wonder if they used to put their feet up on the bench, which is a rule that has been changed very recently.
His head was on the very left of the bench as well. It's really interesting.
Marcos Albaladejo Castro from Spain, jumping 7.5 kilos to 157.5.
I told him to do 7.5 and he did, so it will be my fault if this doesn't work out. It just shows how we TSG coaches are aligned with Jamie putting in 7.5. So now it must work. Come on. Oh yeah. So what would you say for third?
It's a good lift. I think, honestly, if he wants to collect as many kilos as he can, 2.5 is probably the smart decision.
I would agree.
You know, 5 would be a risk. It would be a big grind. 2.5
2.5.
more secure.
It should be 2.5. Fight for the podium. Just make lifts. It's so important.
Exactly. Alessandro Pastorello from Italy, jumping 7.5 kilos to match his personal best of 160 and to move into bench press bronze for the time being, with Rietud, Lira and Fodril without a bench press on the board quite yet.
Yeah, he moves a little bit forward.
Do you know what I thought almost instantly was, it seemed like quite a high touching point, higher than before. I'm wondering if that's what happened there, because his opener looked good.
I think you're completely right. I think he just missed his normal spot a little bit, and yeah.
So maybe something he can change for his third, but we'll have to wait and see. Matt Fodril, who was a favourite for podium, in a bit of a sticky situation now. 162.5 on his opener, no lift due to elbow depth, looking to go up 2.5 kilos in a hope to still keep his total around about where he can fight for podium on deadlifts. 165 kilos here for his second attempt. It's a weight that he's done before. His PB is 175. He just needs to make sure he can get his elbow down, and like you said in his first, you think he's got quite a way to go.
Yeah, it's so interesting that, like, I think that's more or less the first session we have in Classic that has several people struggling with elbow depth, and that's a male session, 74s. Very interesting. But yeah, he can adapt, I'm sure. Like,
yeah, it should be a weight he's comfortable with, so let's hope he can adapt. Looked a little bit better than his opener, so we'll see.
yeah, it looks better. Okay. From that angle, it's impossible to tell, so let's see. Wait for the replay.
Yeah, we get 3 white lights, and he is safely on the board and continue to build his total and fight for that podium position potentially. Our penultimate second attempt, Dario Milicia from Italy, 167.5 kilos to move into bench press bronze for the time being, ahead of Fodril. Building his total, currently a favourite for the gold overall. Pastorello falling a little bit behind now, missing that bench and squat. Wow.
That looks so efficient.
And
yeah, but the left side really, like, it scares me. Let's see the replay. Wait for the replay.
He gets a call for elbow depth from the left-hand referee, so we'll have a look here. Like you said, it was very efficient. It was very easy. I think he should be okay with that, but I'll hold my breath. because I've been wrong before.
No, it's overruled. Sorry. I think like he should be okay, but based on how the session was judged until now, I think it's consistent with what they applied before.
Yeah, I would agree with that. 187.5 kilos for Anton Nikinen from Finland.
Based on this opener, I expect this to be a bit of work. As we said, he's already secured in gold medal for the bench press event, so that is not a concern.
Yeah, 7.5 kilo jump, leaving him at 8 kilos behind that world junior bench press record.
Yeah. So a very good lift, but very unlikely that we see an attempt.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, he's not currently a contender for the podium, so if he's come for the record, maybe we'll see it anyway, but it very much depends on what he thinks he has, what he's here for, you know, what he's fighting for. So we'll wait and see. But heading into the third attempt, Nikinen leads. Riatud Lira still without a bench press on the board.
So this is a very crucial lift. It's so little like that he is missing, so he should be able to make a slight adjustment.
Yeah, and so far he's got 2-1 each time, and it's been overruled by the jury. So Felipe Inaki Riatud Lira needs this. And again, the weight is easy. Was the elbow depth there? It was. Three white
lights. Oh god.
The
That's
jury
such a
can't touch him.
Hey, they are nice people. They won't. Okay, let's see the replay. Yeah, I think that was the extra centimeter that he needed.
Yeah. Aaron Joy Fernandez from India, 155 kilos for his third and final attempt.
5 kilo PB for him.
And look, currently he's in 7th overall, but 12.5 kilos separates 7th and 3rd.
Yeah, and his PB is way above his prognosis, so maybe he has a big deadlift to boot. Maybe with a low opener, we don't know. But yeah, this is crucial, like these 5 kilos bench press, obviously not his strongest event, but yeah.
Oh, a perfect third attempt there.
Helena Decker bench here. Come on, give us these white lights. We want to see them.
Oh, he gets a yellow from the side referee, so we'll have a look at that side angle. Worried that his glutes lift there.
Maybe butt lift, but I think it was fine from this angle.
The jury don't seem bothered by it.
Yeah.
Marcos Souto Romero from Spain, 157.5 kilos.
Very unusual. First a 5 kilo jump, now a 7.5 kilo jump. It paid off for him, something similar in the squat event. He likes to take risks, I assume.
Yeah, a bigger jump from his second to third than he had from his opener to second is quite unusual.
He seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah, if it works, it works.
And he's in good position to challenge the podium. That's awesome.
The Spanish are passionate athletes.
Vamos.
160 kilos for Alessandro Pastorello. Missed this on his second and looking to retake it here and get it on his third.
Again, a very crucial lift for the fight for the podium.
Yeah, he misses out on 7.5 kilos if he misses this.
That looked good. Yeah, he was the one with the high touching point, and now he he made some technical adjustments, and then he was fine.
Yeah, you can see here it's much lower, closer to the Italy sign, or it was closer to the SBD sign.
Yeah, definitely.
Marcos Albaladejo Castro from Spain jumps 2.5 kilos to 160. I think the jump that we thought he would, or hoped he would take.
Yeah, he is 5 out of 5 until now, and like even if he doesn't get it, then unless he makes a big mistake, then he just got everything out of the bench press that he could. But I think he can do this. Yeah, that was better than the second.
Great job.
Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift. I still think 2.5 was the right call for him.
Yeah, I was talking with his coach like 2 or 3 days ago, and he said like that not enough lifters from his nation go 9 from 9 or may take too many risks, and now he's in his corner and we are 6 out of 6, and yeah, seems to pay off for him. And another very critical lift coming up.
Yeah, the current favorite for the title, Dario Milicia from Italy, didn't get the 167.5 on his second. He's gone up 5 kilos. It moves him into bench press silver and guarantees him a bench press medal if he gets this. But more importantly, it will add 12.5 kilos if he gets this to his total, and potentially loses 12.5 if not, which really would open up the doors for the other lifters in this flight. Like we said, big risk, big reward.
So yeah, the weight was not a problem. 3 white lights, yeah, it paid off. I think he just said to himself like, I got caught on a technicality, but I can fix this, and it doesn't matter with what weight I fix this because I'm strong enough on a 12.5.
And he came off to his coach saying, I don't know what happened the first time, but now I've got it, let's celebrate.
And can I say that I'm in love with this Italian singlet? It's so pretty.
Yeah, it is one of the...
So another crucial lift.
Matt Bodrill from the United States missed 162 on his opener, took a small 2.5 kilo jump, which is a bit risky, but now jumping another 7.5, moves him into bench press silver. Like we said, a big contender for not just the podium, but probably for overall if Milicia slips up.
Yeah, another critical lift. As I said, they are walking around everywhere here, these critical lifts. Wonderful. It's a risk, I think.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, up, up, up.
Little turbulence on the way up.
I have some concerns on the left.
Well, he didn't get a depth call, but he did get a call for downwards movement. So let's have a look at that again on the replay. The jury's overruled that, unfortunately.
Maybe, yeah, maybe sink and maybe downward movement, maybe elbow, maybe a little bit too many maybes, I don't really know.
Now, as I might have thought, he came here for a stab at the World Junior Bench Press record. Even though 187.5 was a little bit hard, he came for the record. He's going to attempt the record. Anton Nikkanen from Finland, 196 kilos to extend the World Junior Bench Press record by half a kilo.
Wow.
Yeah, this would be a huge fight for Anton, I'm sure. But if he gets it, it is a big reward of a new World Junior Bench Press record. Let's see if he has it in him today.
Come on, Anton. Come on.
Oh my god,
goodness,
oh my
he is
god,
pushing
oh my
through
god,
it.
push, push!
So close. And that was, between the men and the women, the 6th attempt at a world record we've had this evening so far.
Oh, wonderful. I didn't expect to be this close. He gave it his all.
Yeah, just couldn't get that right arm to stretch out whatsoever. But at the end of bench press, we have from the B group, Kian Tirado from Canada with 167.5 in bronze, Dario Milicia from Italy in silver, and Anton Nikkanen from Finland with bench press gold, just missing out on that world record, 187.5. We are going to head into a short break before deadlifts. Don't go anywhere, and we will see you then. Hello and welcome back to the 2024 IPF World Junior Powerlifting Championships here in St. Paul's Bay, Malta. We have had a phenomenal session so far with 5 world record attempts, actually 6 world record attempts, 5 successful record attempts, and we have the women's 63 kilo category for you first. Alba Bostrom walking away with a new junior world bench press record with 133.5 kilos. And we saw a new squat record be taken in the women's as well by Natalie Hunter. We are heading into the deadlifts now to find out who walks away with what medal. We're pretty sure that unless something pretty wrong happens, Alba Bostrom will walk away with that title. And with her opener, she's looking to break the World Junior total record. But we have a little way to go before we get there with Elena Zuccaro from Italy kicking us off. 155 kilos.
Yeah.
Quite a conservative open for Elena. Has a PB of 172.5.
Yeah, well, she can get there with 10 and 7.5. But yeah, that was very conservative.
And it's well worth doing on your opener. You know, you want to secure that total and then build from there.
Yeah, she secured a top 10 finish with that, so that's quite something. So, next attempt already, basically nearly all attempts that are coming up are important for the medal race behind Alba.
Yeah, and one of the big names for that, currently holding, as I said, the new squat record for the juniors, Natalie Hunter from the United States, opening on 185 kilos in a good position right now for bronze. Betty Abora's upped her deadlift opener, which means that she's pushing her slightly out for the time being, but it will well be worth seeing how all the openers move. Of course, we know Betty holds the open deadlift record, so she has that big deadlift advantage.
But Natalie might not know that it's her turn. Oh, there she comes.
Come on, Natalie.
Oh, Jesus Christus.
15 seconds left, plenty of time. At least it's happening on her opener and not her third attempt. Just needs to get that down command before the time runs out. But she is cutting it fine. And I'm not sure if she made it or not. 2-1, a good lift.
I think you just have to start the lift before the...
Yes, of course. I'm thinking of squat. It's been a long and exciting session.
Yeah,
So
she was just very wobbly, and then that's what she got the red for, like knees or shoulders not locked out. But
She made it, and that's what counts.
oh yeah, but that was quite a scare.
And Laure Thomasine from France, 187.5 kilos.
Ah, you could see that coming. Oh,
And just loses grip there. Let's have a look at that again on the replay. Really concerning to lose grip on your opener.
195 for Lucy Robinson.
this session started out other than I expected.
Yeah, just slipping. There's nothing you can do when you start to lose grip. So we'll have to see what happens on her second. But for now, Lucy Robinson from Great Britain, 195 kilos.
She's projected in 4th place currently, but she can challenge. She has a great day so far. So if she can just keep making lifts.
Yeah, of course, the disadvantage that she has is that Hunter will have that chip. So she just needs to try and get a little bit ahead. Lovely opener.
She looks locked in, like she is on a mission. Very good competition.
197.5, the bar is loaded for Angelina Martinez, USA.
$197.5 kilos for Angelina Martinez from the United States of America.
PB of 215 now. That's fierce that not a lot of girls in this class can reach. That's quite something. That was strong.
Yeah, very comfortable opener and a good lift. 3 white lights.
.205, which will be a world junior total record.
2 deadlift openers remaining.
And the bar is loaded.
The first of which is huge, not just in size, but for what it means. 205 kilos for Alba Bostrom from Sweden, with her opening deadlift attempt, breaks the world junior total record.
It's her own record already. She got it in Lithuania this year.
Yeah, and this would extend it by 6.5 kilos, so not just by a little bit, by a lot on her opener. And there is with ease 3 white lights and a new world junior total record, and it's only going to go up from here.
Last year she finished second with 500 kilograms total, and now she is 31 kilos above, 1.5 kilos above after her opener. That's crazy progress.
Yeah, she's gone away and worked really, really hard on training, on nutrition, on all of these things, and it's paying off. Our final opening attempt, and who else could it belong to other than the World Open deadlift record holder, Betty Abora. 210 kilos, the deadlift record being at 232, of course, belonging to Betty, broken only a couple of months ago at the Euro Muscle Show. This puts her in the silver medal overall, heading into the second round.
She upped it by 2.5 kilograms. It was 207.5 before.
And what else do you expect from the world record holder herself? 3 white lights, a good lift. And she can't help but smile, and I would too if that's how my opener moved.
Yeah, they increased it to pull her directly into second place, where she is now currently standing 2 kilos in front of Natalie Hunter.
And that concludes our opening attempts. We are moving quickly here today. Abora leading on deadlift with 210, followed by Bostrom with 205, and Martinez in third with 197.5. Elena Zuccaro from Italy jumps 10 kilos to 165 for her second attempt. Nice, easy second attempt there for Elena.
Yeah.
3 white lights, a good lift.
Once again with Anne-Laure Thomasson.
Very critical lift coming up. Coach already asked for the bar to be cleaned, that nothing with grip happens for Anne-Laure Thomasson from France.
Yeah, like you said, Anne-Laure coming out now. 187.5, just lost grip at the top of her opener. A very concerning start to deadlift. Grip can be a really tricky issue to fix, so we're going to have to see how this moves. Hopefully can hold on to it just a little bit longer.
Nice setup. Take your time. Confidence. This one is for you, and
She is struggling with her setup.
Nervous, doesn't want the same thing to happen, and it hasn't.
Okay.
3 white lights, a good lift, and has at the very least secured her total, so can breathe a sigh of relief.
trying to retake the second place.
Yeah.
This will be a tense battle, as we said. The bar is loaded. 10 kilogram for Natalie Hunter for the USA. Come on, Natalie.
195 kilos for Natalie Hunter of the United States. Has the disadvantage of having to deadlift before Betty, so Betty can follow and put on the bar what she needs to, but this will pull her for the time being back ahead of Abora, with her to follow.
Yeah, she had to rush her setup in the first attempt, so it was probably a bit heavier than it normally looks like. So let's see what she can do now with 10 kilos more.
Big brace, Natalie, focus. You got this. Confidence.
Bit of issue at lockout there, but very fast off the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you can see from her setup she knows that she needs all the speed she can get from the bottom so that she can push through the lockout. She did a very, very good job with that one.
Yeah, what she'll have to do though for her third is try to match and guess what Abora's jumps are going to be and get on top of that as well. 205 kilos for Lucy Robinson from Great Britain, a 10 kilo jump, which will leave her just off of the podium behind Abora for the time being. It's going to be a hard job if she wants to get onto the podium, and looking a little bit far now, but we'll see how this 10 kilo jump affects her. Still moving really nicely. Lucy Robinson is so consistent.
The top 5 was such very, very impressive, gotta say.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see 3 or 4 of them hitting above that 500 kilo mark. Angelina Martinez from the United States, 212.5. This moves her onto the podium overall for the time being. Of course, with Abora to follow. And it might end up as a fight between the two Americans. Who is going to get bronze between the two of them? There's a long way to go yet until then.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, and it seems like Angelina has more for her third than Hunter did. But we'll have to wait and see.
That was very, very impressive.
Trying to overextend her total by 10.
Our penultimate second attempt now, Alba Bostrom from Sweden already broke the world junior total record that belonged to her on her opener. Is jumping 10 kilos now for a total of 541.5, leaving her 16 kilos off the world open record. What an incredible feat. On her second attempt, 215, a deadlift PB for a mammoth total to extend the junior world total yet again.
Come on.
And it is so comfortable, she couldn't help but laugh at the top.
That is impressive. Wow, what a session.
Let's have a look at that again. Laughs at the top because she knows it feels so good. And she is so far ahead. And she's put in for the world total deadlift. The world deadlift record on her third, but we'll have to wait because I'm sure the current holder will have something to say about that, who's coming out now for her second attempt. Betty Abora from the Netherlands, 220, a 10 kilo jump from her opener, moves her into silver overall for the time being, heading into the third round of deadlifts.
Of course, you got this, Betty. Come on, confidence.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. And I'm sure if she's seen Alba go for that record, Betty won't go down without a fight. But saying that, she's trying to defend silver, so perhaps doesn't want to take that risk. We're going to have to see what Team Netherlands' strategy is here.
Last attempt now with Elena Tucado.
And we complete our second round of deadlifts. With that, we have a quick look at the totals as it stands. Bostrom so far ahead. Abora, however, just 2 kilos ahead of Hunter. Martinez just behind, but Martinez's second attempt looked much easier than Hunter's. It's going to be so close.
Yeah, my brain is a little bit overloaded currently, I have to say. It's really... Wow. The attempt selection will be insane. Everyone has put above 200.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. For now, 175 for Elena Zuccaro. A big milestone deadlift, 3 red plates aside.
She really wants this, like she's looking focused.
What a roller coaster.
A bit too high
tried.
for today, but still a great match she had today.
She finished in 10th place overall.
200 kilos now for Natalie.
Unfortunately not
Hunter.
able to get her deadlift PB.
The second place.
Still a strong competition.
Now, Natalie Hunter from the United States puts 200 kilos on the bar to move her from bronze into silver overall.
The bar is
And then
loaded
all
for
she can do
Natalie
is wait and
Hunter,
see how it
USA.
unfolds after her.
Come on, Natalie.
The next 6 lifters will take 200 kilos and up
One attempt to go. Time to empty the tank. Come on, Nat.
to move Natalie from bronze into silver overall to do the best she can to stay on the podium with Martinez and Abora to follow.
It's basically a question how good she can grind. Like the very top will be super hard for her. She needs a lot of speed from the bottom. And then
We got
just
this.
don't
Come
let
on.
go, don't let the bar whip downwards.
Fight until the end. Let's go.
The lockout is where she had trouble last time.
If she can push through, yeah. Easy. Easy.
What a great fight. 2-1.
2-1, a good lift. Gets a blue from the center referee. I'm wondering if that's for assisting with the legs. We'll have to see here in the replay.
Now 200 kilos for
I don't think I saw the bar dip. I can see the knees slightly lock and unlock, so I'm wondering if that's what the blues were for. But the jury seems happy with it.
Yeah,
She
I
moves
agree.
into silver for the time being.
And the bar is loaded. Anne-Laure Thomasin, 200 kilos.
Anne-Laure Thomasin from France, 200 kilos, a 12.5 kilo jump from her second after missing her opener on grip and having to retake it. This won't change her position, but gives her that 200 kilo deadlift and a big total PB.
Yeah, no. I mean, she looked more comfortable with this one, but it was just too heavy. There's really not much to say. She finishes in 6th place overall with a total of 455 kilograms.
Trying to take the 4th place now.
So-
We'll have Lucy Robinson at 210 kilos.
So Lucy,
Yeah,
up.
Lucy's going to take 210 now, so she's not fighting for that podium. She's too far off. It would be a big ask, but this will be for a personal best on deadlift and on total. 210 for her last deadlift of the day.
4th place attempt for Lucy Robinson. Come on, Lucy. Trust yourself, you got this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Wow, that was what a competition. 9 out of 9 attempts made. Super strong.
Yeah, big total for Lucy, 485 there.
Congratulations, that was really, really well done.
Yeah, and the women are setting the bar high for this deadlift session for the men to follow. Angelina Martinez from the United States now, looking to move into deadlift gold from bronze. Bronze already secure, but more importantly, this will pull her onto the podium. If she gets this, she's guaranteed at least bronze. If she misses it, she'll end up in 5th overall. One last time, a 12.5 kilo jump, 225, more than she's ever lifted before. To leave her on a 495 total.
Would be a 10 kilogram PB in that lift. The second one looked really well, really good.
Come on, trust yourself, confidence, fighting.
And this will knock Abora off of the podium for the time being. Phenomenal final pull from Martinez. A good lift, and she has guaranteed herself a place on the podium. Question is, will it be silver or will it be bronze? She won't have to wait too long to find out.
That will depend on Betty Abora. If she succeeds with this 225, Betty will take the silver.
Now, Betty Abora from the Netherlands to move into deadlift gold, but more importantly, from off of the podium into silver. 225 kilos. We know she's done 232 before, but does she have the extra 5 after her second? It looks like she did, but we have seen bigger upsets happen. This will give her the silver medal behind Alba.
She would match the total of Martinez, but she's 50 grams lighter, so...
Yeah, and she will knock Hunter off of the podium.
This one's for you. Come on, Betty. Come on.
Oh, and it looks so easy for her.
3 whites.
3 white lights, a good lift, and your silver medalist on bodyweight, Betty Abora from the Netherlands.
Pushing Martinez to the bronze medal.
Look at that.
I think for Alba now, this is a play for best lifter. I haven't calculated it, but it looks like it.
Over Jessica Espinal, and of course,
Yeah, that would make sense for Jessica Espinal, who is currently at 121 GL points. Alba Bostrom, 227.5. This would also move her into deadlift gold. Already your 63 kilo junior world champion. This would enter on a total of 554, just 3.5 kilos behind the World Open record. What a phenomenal showing, and shots fired to the open lifters in the 63s. Alba's coming, and she wants you to know it.
Let's fight, come on, let's fight, come on.
She is fighting to lock it out and manages to do so. 3 white lights, a good lift, moves ahead of Jessica Espinal in the best lifter and lands just 3.5 kilos below the World Open total record that has just been created a couple months ago by Meg Scanlon. Alba Bostrom is coming and she's fighting from the juniors. Let's have a look at that. Martinez in bronze with 225 on bodyweight on deadlift. Abora in silver just ahead. Bostrom with 227.5 in deadlift gold. But Martinez of the United States, your bronze medalist on bodyweight, losing out to Betty Abora from the Netherlands. And your new junior world champion, Alba Bostrom, with a mammoth total of 554. As I said, landing just 3.5 kilos below the World Open total record. That is, I just haven't got the words.
It's like 29 kilo PB from like June.
Yeah, that is insane. And we move straight in for more excitement with the 74 kilo men. Kicking us off, we have Anton Nikinen from Finland, 245. The openers should give us a chance to calm down a little bit before getting excited during the thirds again.
So he's having the time of his life. I feel like he's smiling for every attempt. He's only made half of them until now, but yeah, I tell you what I really feel. Well, he's cool.
Let's hope he can go 3 for 3 here on deadlifts. Like you said, having great time though.
He cut so close to the world record on bench press.
Yeah, and he's only 21, so he has 2 more years to take a stab at that.
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be.
It's a good lift. I think it's so easy to forget with the caliber of talent that we have that these are juniors, and some of them aren't aging out. You know, it's easy to be like, oh, they're probably 23, they're probably aging out, but they're 19, 20, 21-year-olds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dario Malizia from Italy opening on 265, the contender for the title overall, in the best position to do so, with Albadalejo Castro 7.5 kilos behind. And it's as if I'm psychic.
Wow, yeah. He is now at a 700 kilo total, 4 kilos below his current PB in total. He looks like Fabiano Caruana, actually. I hope some of you know who that is.
It is a junior competition after all, so maybe not.
Maybe not.
Matt Fodril from the United States opening on 267.5. Again, it's such a tight race for overall podium. He walks straight off of the podium, off of the platform. He's forgot his deadlift socks, so you have to be wearing
Oh my god.
deadlift socks.
My god.
It's a hygiene rule, and so you can see the Spanish lifter here in long socks. You can't wear short socks, so he's probably going to time out. I didn't see him running.
You cannot put on socks.
I've seen it before. I've seen someone forget and make the same lift, so I know it can be done, albeit very hard.
I don't believe you.
I promise.
I believe you.
Don't quote me on that. I can't remember the exact competition, but I'm sure I've seen it.
I cannot put my deadlift socks on under 2 minutes.
And now that's a really tricky situation because, like I said, he was a contender for podium overall, and what a silly mistake to potentially lose that podium position on.
That no one noticed.
Yeah, there's a team of coaches there. You know, it's not just down to him.
If you're serious about your podium ambition, I probably would take your opener now in the warm-up area or something, and then.
Yeah, it's a quick moving flight though, and the warm-up area is pretty far away.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, you're right. That's not the best idea, but. Like now upping the weight, like that doesn't, I mean, that's super.
And he did try 20 kilos.
Oh, Jesus Christus.
So Marcos Salto Romero now, 270 kilos, another contender for podium, who has his deadlift socks on. And a very easy opener there.
These were magic socks, like they made everything so much easier.
It seems to, that opener is telling. Plenty left in the tank.
You know the platform is locked when you don't have your socks on, but like it opens. Like
the thing is, a 20 kilo jump is big in the 74s anyway, but having not taken your opener, that must be, what, a 40 kilo jump from your last attempt?
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Like that is like very hard to process for the body, even if you have the weight down.
Yeah, Marcos Albaladejo Castro from Spain, 275 for his opening attempt, another contender for podium. This moves him into third overall for the time being. Of course, with Fodril without a deadlift. Wow, these Spanish lifters really know how to open their deadlifts well.
Yeah, I think he might have jumped the command. It was super quick.
Have a look here at the weekly. Yeah, the jury's overruled that.
Yeah.
Again, another podium.
That's so unfortunate, but because I thought...
The difference is between Fodril and him is he's taken the attempt now, so he's warm and, you know...
He can go up because that was super easy.
And I think he should.
He should, definitely, I think so.
Alessandro Pastorello from Italy, 280 kilos. This would take him just off podium into fourth, but we've seen a couple of misses so far. So, you know, as long as he keeps doing well and getting those lifts in, building that total. A little wobble at the top there, but I think he should be
I think
okay.
it's one judge disagrees. I think that was more of a brute force deadlift from the bottom.
Yeah, and he didn't get a call for downwards movement. It was for the lockout not being good enough in their eyes. But it shall remain as a good lift. 280 kilos for Felipe Inaki Rietod Lira from Chile. Had a bit of a tumultuous bench session.
Yeah, he gave us quite a scare now. Yeah, he was first out in bench and now second to last in deadlift. That's often the case.
Very easy.
Yeah.
And a good lift. Just for a point of reference, the World Junior deadlift record is 328 kilos. A little bit off of that now, but some lifters do take some mammoth jumps. I'm not sure we'll see the record attempt today, but I've been wrong before. Many times, in fact. 282.5 kilos. We alluded to the fact that Aaron had a big deadlift during bench press. 282.5 is a huge opener.
Indeed. I don't have anything to add to that.
No,
Yeah.
it just, point in fact, it is a big opener.
Yeah. Okay, a little bit slow from the bottom, but other than that, looked very easy.
3 white lights, a good lift. The question is there another 45.5 kilos in there? Probably not.
That's really hard to say. Well, we'll see a second attempt.
Yeah, I imagine to see a big jump there. And that concludes our first round of deadlifts with Fernando's leading with 282.5. Just behind we have Christoforou from Cyprus from the B group and Pastorello on bodyweight with 280 as well. Head into the second round of deadlifts now, which will be very telling to where we're going to end. Anton Nikkanen from Finland, 260 kilos, a 15 kilo jump.
If he makes this, that would be his 5th lift he makes, and that would put him safely above 50% of lifts made. Yeah, so
There we go. Glad he got that. I was worried you might have jinxed him for a
Yeah.
second there, but 3 white lights.
he's definitely my favorite lifter of the session. I have to be biased. Very, very good attempt. Let's see what he put on for his last one. He is currently in 9th place. Yeah.
Dario Milicia from Italy, 275 kilos.
So he's just making lifts. He is the front runner currently. Just has to build his total.
Yeah, and he's in a really good position right now.
He is a technical, so sound in all 3 lifts. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a joy to watch, really. The patience off the floor.
So cool, calm and collected. Like you said, such a technically efficient lifter in all 3 lifts. And it pays off.
From 3rd to 2nd.
Marcos Sato Romero from Spain, 285 kilos, a 15 kilo jump to pull him back into silver overall. Of course, with Fernandez and Albadalejo Castro to follow. Fodril also without a deadlift on.
Wow.
Little bit of work off the ground, but a very snappy lockout. I think we'll see where the breakdown starts to happen there for his 3rd, but for now it is good.
And now 2 very crucial lifts come up, which will be paramount for the medal race here.
Yeah, and both lifters did take the risk of going up. I feel like it was more risky for Team USA than it was for Team Spain. The reason being, Matt Fodril forgot his deadlift socks. He has them on now, which is great to see. But he wouldn't have taken 267, and if he did, he would have had to do it very quickly and run back up. And he's taken a 20 kilo jump now. Not only a 20 kilo jump, but this is matching his personal best. So this is a huge risk.
And he has looked a little bit shaky in the other two disciplines at times. He still made a lot of good lifts, but let's see. Oh, I am very concerned, but unrightfully so. I was thinking about the shoulders. I wasn't sure.
I think it was rightfully so. I think he was very close to it slipping out of his hands. If he had to hold on to it for too much longer, his shoulders, I think, would have popped forward. But
yeah, but he did good. Wow.
Yeah, back on the board, and another lifter who is a contender for podium. This will catapult him from very last, because he doesn't have a total right now, into second overall. Just missed the down command on his openers, jumped 15 kilos to 290 for a second attempt. His opener was so easy.
So easy, yeah.
So this feels like less of a risk to me than Fodril's, as long as he just listens for that command at the top. But it's still risky. It's a big jump.
Wow.
Never mind.
Yeah. That is, like, here's so much more. It looks like it here's so much more.
Yeah, no, I mean, I completely agree. And it catapults him right into silver. And if Melissa does mess up, Abdalejo will be there to, you know, pick up the pieces and take the title. So we'll have to wait and find out. Alessandro Pastorello now from Italy, 295, a 15 kilo jump. Moves him into deadlift gold for the time being, and just off the podium overall. Again, it's going to be about who makes that third lift.
Well, that was work. I don't saw downward movement, and the referees agree.
Yeah, and the question is, you know, do you think he has as much as Abaladejo did as a jump? And personally, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Like, I don't think he can finish on the podium. I think he's a little bit too far off. But you never know, because, like, depending on who attacks what position, people might take risks, and maybe he just needs to add 5 kilos and then he could do it.
Felipe Nake Rietor Lira from Chile, 302.5 kilos. A 22.5 kilo jump moves him into deadlift gold for the time being. Wow.
Yeah, strong deadlift.
That was a solid second attempt. 2-1.
2-1, a good lift. He gets a blue from the center referee.
Yeah, probably for hitching, so sliding off the thighs upwards. I thought I saw this too, to be quite honest. But nah, I think it's good.
It's hard. I think he just started to bring his hips through quite early. But I think he should be okay with that.
Yeah.
Our heaviest deadlifter of the session, Aaron Joy Fernandez. And I said, I wonder if he's going to try and place himself in between his opener and the world record. And he's jumped a huge amount here.
27.5.
Yeah, that is
27.5
crazy.
kilograms.
27.5 kilos to 310, just 2.5 below his personal best. This actually moves him onto the podium overall if he gets this for the time being. And depending on how this moves, you know, he could be a good contender for that fight.
And they knew what everyone had picked before, so that's probably the play they did to move in a podium after a second. But I didn't really think it was that easy.
Come on.
I think he managed to lock that out okay. I'm not sure if there's any downwards movement. Nope.
Yeah, but how much more does he really have in the tank? I mean,
Yeah.
I can tell you, when I'm watching the stream at home on my sofa, like, I can tell you all positions who needs to do what. Here it's so much harder. I'm impressed by you, actually. So
Thank you very much.
so hard.
Honestly, it jumps back and forth so much because these athletes are pushing each other so hard. And you can see here with that huge deadlift 310, Fernandez is leading the deadlifts, followed by... Never mind, we have the totals up now, and you can see how very close is it at the top, with Melissa currently leading just by 2.5 ahead of Abaladejo but both of them had such easy second attempts. I really don't know who's going to have it.
I mean, basically you have 6 lifters within 10 kilogram of each other.
It's absolutely
That's madness.
I could not tell you how it's going to turn out, but we won't have to wait long to find out. 272.5 kilos for Anton Nikkanen.
That seems like a tough ask after the second one. 12.5 additional. Let's see. Come on, give it.
Wow,
Yeah,
look
yes.
at that.
Woo! 3 white lights, all 3 deadlifts. That was a great finish. He didn't get the world record on bench press, but, well, I mean, he finished strong, he had fun. That was a good competition.
Yeah, a huge total PB as well. And like we said, 2 more years in the juniors, I'm sure he'll be coming back for that bench press world record.
So I think now with the situation we are in, with 6 lifters within 10 kilo of each other, I think in this situation you just have to call what you can and don't try to calculate 12 different scenarios, because it doesn't work.
It can go so many different directions. Melissa is in a great position for gold. Obviously with the lightest deadlift, you know, has that disadvantage. Even Fernandez is pulling for the win, it looks like, but right now we'll have to see what Dario Melissa can do to keep that position, and he'll just have to wait and see patiently if he'll stay there. 285, more than he's ever lifted before.
Come on. You can do this.
Come on, it's the last attempt. We give everything. We stay focused, come on.
Move it up. Yes.
So reliable as a lifter. 3 white lights, a good lift.
This lift could be the difference between winning and falling off the podium. It's so close.
And we've seen our first attempt change come in. We'll watch the board, and he's done all he can now, and all he can do is sit and wait. And it's from Salto Romero, who has dropped it in an attempt to go for silver. He's not trying to push for the gold. He's trying to put himself onto the podium, and he feels like 7.5 kilos is all he has to secure that safely. Safely being the operative word there. 292.5 kilos for Marcos Salto Romero to pull himself onto the podium for the time being, but there are so many lifters trying to do that.
I honestly think his countrymen had the best chance, because the second battle looked so easy. But let's stay here for Marcos. This is for second place total.
Oh,
no, it's just not there.
Just too much. But what a phenomenal lifter.
Great lifting day.
Yeah, he did great.
Now he can sit and cheer on his teammate as he fights to take the title for Spain.
62 seconds.
We've seen a drop, I think, or a change from Spain to try and match Melissa's total at a lighter body weight. But first, another lifter fighting to get onto the podium. Only a couple lifters fighting for the gold. Now we see people fighting for the silver and the bronze. Matt Godrell from the United States, 297.5. Didn't manage to come out for his opener. Jumped 20 kilos anyway and got it. Jumps another 10 kilos now to try and get onto the podium with a 7:10 total.
I think the second attempt was already his PB, so this is another 10 kilos.
You got this one.
Could be easier if now like his body has adapted.
No,
But in that case it isn't.
it's just too much, and I think missing that opener really, really hurt him.
Yeah.
And then making that big jump.
Rolling 700.
Like we said, his last warm-up must have been, what, 40 kilos behind what he tried for his second?
We can only assume that that was the case, so
Gold medal attempt.
it takes a toll on you.
And we've seen another attempt change come in. I'm looking to see who that's coming in from.
Albaladejo Castro as we have an attempt change.
Watching the screen.
So
What is the change?
And it's Alessandro Pastorello who is going for the bronze instead of pushing for the silver. He wants to secure the podium instead of pushing and potentially missing.
And that is a good call, because like the Indian lifter currently in third place, he looks that doesn't have that much more. I think I agree with that call. And I think we also said that he has not that much more after the second attempt.
300 kilos for Alessandro Pastorello of Italy to end up in bronze medal overall, or put himself in the best position to do so. We'll just have to wait and see.
5 kilo more, you can do it. Come on, focus. The last one, come on, come on.
He gets it moving and locks it out.
Oh!
What a shame.
Oh.
Loses grip just at the last minute, and that would have lost him that podium position, which means the door is still open.
Such a good attempt. That is so unfortunate. It was much better than the second one, but yeah, just couldn't hold on to it.
And it means that actually Fernandez might have a really good shot of walking away with a definite medal. But first, to fight for the title overall, Marcos Abladejo Castro, 302.5 kilos to move him from silver overall into gold overall for the time being.
I think he got this. I really do.
So far, his deadlifts have looked so smooth. They want quiet in the room. 302.5.
10 kilo above his PB.
Biggest lift of his career so far. And it's
Not
Oh
even
my
a question.
goodness.
Not even a question.
could have been his opener. 3 white lights, moves himself into pole position to walk away junior world champion today with only one lifter who could potentially take that away, and it is a big ask, and we've seen an attempt change. I'm wondering if Fernandez is going for silver instead. And he is, which means Abaladejo Castro is your junior world champion. We thought we'd see a fight for bronze instead of for gold. He beats Milicia on body weight, matching the total of 720. We have just 2 deadlifts remaining, and they are both battling here for potentially bronze. Gold and silver has been decided. But now, Aaron Joy Fernandez from India, 312.5 kilos, a 2.5 kilo jump from his second, which seems a lot more reasonable to keep him in bronze overall.
Quite a serious 27.5 jump, 2.5 point jump. But I mean, he's currently in 3rd place. He did everything wrong, right, and now 2.5 kilo more would actually help him quite a lot, forcing the hand of the Chilean lifter even more than already.
And if he misses this, Riyad Lira is in a good position to pull for bronze, but it doesn't look like he is missing.
Wow.
Did he get that down command? He did. 3 white lights, a good lift, and we're seeing the attempt change come in from Riyad Lira. Is he going up to try and fight it? He is. 330 kilos, and he's going to need to pull a world junior deadlift record in order to get onto the podium.
And he's 50 grams lighter than the Indian lifter, which is, again, insane.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. He's looking to match Aaron Fernandez's total on a lighter body weight. And in order to get that bronze medal overall, as I said, he needs a world junior deadlift record to get on the podium, ladies and gentlemen. He needs to lift something that nobody has ever lifted before in this weight class as a junior. Felipe Inaki Riyad Lira from Chile, 330 kilos, more than he's ever lifted before, more than any other junior has ever lifted before. One last attempt to get onto the podium, to knock Fernandez off. It is a huge ask, but if anyone can, he can. Let's see what he's made of.
This would be from 9th to 3rd place. Wow.
Breaks the ground and he is fighting, but it is just too much. It was too much of an ask, but what an exciting end to what was an incredible 2 sessions.
Wow.
The 63s and 74s promised excitement, and they delivered.
Yeah, they truly did. That was so cool to watch.
We're going to see a summary here of the deadlift with Ryuta Lira from Chile, 302.5 in deadlift bronze on bodyweight, behind of Abaladejo Castro from Spain in silver. And with deadlift gold with 312.5, Aaron Joy Fernandez from India. And overall, your bronze medalist from India is Aaron Joy Fernandez with 705 kilos. In silver, Dario Malizia from Italy with 720 kilos. And your new junior world champion in the 74s on bodyweight, Marcos Albaladejo Castro from Spain. What an incredible session we've had. Hendrik, thank you so much for joining me.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Please do stick around for the medal ceremony. We'll be heading straight into it now to see the 74 kilo and 63 kilo junior world champions. Don't go anywhere, and we will see you then.
And don't forget your socks.
Just go a little bit more to your left, please. A little bit more to your left. Thank you. So for these medal ceremonies, the participation medals will be given by Mr. Robert Killert, Secretary General of the IPF, and Mr. Farshid Sultani from Iran, Asian Powerlifting President. Congratulations to all of you ladies. So, attacking the squat ceremony. The bronze medalist from Great Britain with 182.5 best lift, Lucy Robinson. She had the world record for a couple of seconds. The silver medalist from Sweden, 193, Alba Boström. And the gold medalist, new world record holder on squat, 195.5, Natalie Hunter, USA. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you very much. On bench press now, the bronze medal with 105 kilos best attempt from France, Anne-Laure Thomasin. Silver medalist from the B group, a huge performance from Spain, Brandy Merino Elsa, 110 kilos. And of course the gold medalist with a new world record on bench press from Sweden, Alba Boström. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you. Bronze medalist for the deadlift session with 225 kilo is Martinez Angelina from the USA. Silver medalists, same weight but lighter on body weight, 225 from the Netherlands, Abora Betty. And once again at the top place of this podium with 227.5 best lift, Alba Boström from Sweden. Thank you very much. Congratulations. On total now, with 495 kilos, the bronze medalist of the 2024 World Championship from the USA, Angelina Martinez. It was a really tight race, and the silver medalist from the Netherlands, 495, but lighter on body weight, Betty Bora. With a new total world record on junior and finishing only 3.5 kilos away to the open world record, the world champion of the 2024 edition from Sweden, Alba Boström. 554 total, one of the best IPF performances ever. Please, ladies and gentlemen, everybody stand up for the national anthem of Sweden. Once again, huge congratulations to all of you ladies. It has been such a pleasure to see you lifting today. The 63s, ladies and gentlemen, under your applause. Once again, participation medals are given by Mr. Robert Kellert and Mr. Rashid Sokani. congratulations to all of you. As we're about to begin the squat ceremony, the bronze medalists with 257.5 from Spain, Albaladejo Castro, Marcos. The silver medalist with 260 as well from Spain, Soto Romero, Marcos. And the gold medalist with 262.5 from Italy, Dario Minicia. Thank you very much. On bench press now, coming from the B group, the bronze medalist with 167.5 best lift from Canada, Terado Kian. Silver medal from Italy, 172.5 best lift, Dario Minicia. He was that close to set up a new world record, but still gold medalist with 187.5 from Finland, Anton Nikkanen. Thank you, gentlemen. On deadlift now, with 302.5 best attempt, and he put on such a show, he was really close for a new world record. The bronze medalist, Rio Lira Felipe Iñaki from Chile. Same weight, but lighter on body weight. The silver medalist from Spain, Albaladejo Castro Marcos. And the gold medalist with a super solid 312.5 best attempt from India, Fernandez Alanjoy. Thank you, gentlemen. On total now, the bronze medalist of the 2024 World Championships from India, 705, Fernandez Adenjoy. The runner-up of this weight class with 720 kilos from Italy, Milicia Dario. And crowned world champion for the first time with 720 kilos from Spain, Marcos Albaladejo Castro. Congratulations to the three of you gentlemen. Please stand up everybody for the national anthem of Spain. So that concludes our Powerlifting Day. We will have you tomorrow again at 9. We will start with the sub-juniors. Have a good night, everyone. And once again, congratulations to all the 74s today. It has been a pleasure to see you lift. See you tomorrow.